Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 57. Bhagwan Krishna in the last verse said, do all your duties selflessly. Now we are all selfish. If you are doing actions for selfish ends, then you are closing your heart. Then how can the grace can come inside? So Bhagavan says, do your activities or duties selflessly. Surrender your actions to me, whether it is by body or mind or intellect. Gain my grace. It is automatic. You will reach my abode, supreme abode. That is what Bhagavan Krishna said in verse 57. Verse 56. Now verse 57. Chetasa sarvakarmani mayi sanyasya matparagam buddhi yogamupashritya macchitta sadadam bhavam. Macchitta sadadam bhava. Bhagavan advised Arjuna, you keep your mind always on me. Always. What does it mean to keep the mind always on Bhagavan Krishna? How one can keep it? Will that mean he should not have any other thought other than Bhagavan Krishna? Nothing else. How can somebody keep the mind on Bhagavan and go about doing his work perfectly? Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, this is possible only when one appreciates that everything in this world, the whole Jagat, is Bhagavan Krishna. Whatever I see, whatever I hear, whatever I do, entire world, the creation is nothing but Bhagavan Krishna. Then by doing any act or not doing any act, he never misses Bhagavan. That is how you can keep always your mind on Bhagavan Krishna. Otherwise you cannot. Everything is Bhagavan. Every creation, whether it is living being or non-living being or non-living object, whatever it is, everything is Bhagavan. Chetasa sarva karmani mai sanyasya. Bhagavan Krishna says, one should renounce all actions mentally. Again, what does it mean? Adi Shankara says, it is a mind that has discrimination, that is Viveka Buddhi. All activities have two types of results. One is Drishtabala, that is seen. Another is Adrishtabala, unseen result. For example, you give 10 rupees to a beggar. The Drishtabala is your immediate satisfaction and happiness in helping a poor beggar. So you will have something at least for today. I helped him. Tremendous satisfaction in your mind. That is Drishtabala. Adrishtabala is unseen punya. You earn punya which enters into your account. Similarly, there could be n number of activities like this. Adrishtabala and Drishtabala. Bhagavan says, all activities have to be renounced unto me mentally. That is the proper attitude. Even that. Everything should be surrendered to Bhagavan. Earlier, Bhagavan said, whatever you do it as an offering to me. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, the very fact that you are placed in a given situation which calls for an action on your part, that means that you are caught in the fabric of Ishvara. To appreciate that fact, that is, that action is enjoined by Bhagavan on you, it is not an ordinary thing. You have to appreciate that. I am placed in this fact, in this situation. I have to act, there is no other go. That is because of Bhagavan. That situation has been created by Bhagavan. If you carefully look at anything, you will find that any inevitability is nothing but Bhagwan's creation. That is why in English they say man proposes, God disposes. This is nothing but Bhagwan's Ishvara Icha, Bhagwan's Icha, desire. Bhagavan is not desiring that something should happen to somebody at certain point in time, as if he has no other work. It is not Bhagavan's Icha means what? Oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. It's not. Bhagavan is law of dharma. Ishvara Icha here means your past karma plus law of dharma. That brings the situation and the result. Any inevitable situation, if you look at it this way, it is Ishvara Icha. And you do what you have to do in that situation. There is no escape. You cannot run away. It is a part of whole colossal yajna of the cosmos in which there is a constant flux of creation, sustenance and dissolution. Part of the wheel. So this situation is created. You have to face it. You have to fight it out. You can't run away. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, we are like bubbles in the boiling pot of water. Each one has to do certain thing at a certain time, and this is Ishvara Icha. When the action is done with a mind that has this appreciation, I am placed in this situation by Bhagwan Krishna. I have to act. If your mind appreciates this, this is Ishvara Icha, nothing but. Then you have to do it with a mind with that appreciation. Mat Paraha. For this person, Bhagavan is paramount. Bhagavan is the only end for him, not anything else. He wants Bhagavan's grace, not for anything else like name, fame, power, or money. Buddhi Yoga is, because Bhagavan says, Buddhi Yogam Upashitya. Buddhi Yoga is taking refuge in Bhagavan in life of Karma Yoga. His mind in all activities is surrendered to Bhagavan. Karma Yoga is life of surrender to Bhagavan. Buddhi Yoga is taking refuge in Bhagavan in a life of Karma Yoga. When one wants to accomplish things without appreciating Bhagavan, if you take it on your head, you create a lot of unnecessary pressure and anxiety on you. If you don't appreciate this fact, Bhagavan is there. He is taking charge of things. That person is taking charge of things that he will not be able to control. This will invite tremendous problems. In the beginning, there could be some success, but later on, that person will suffer a complete breakdown. Because he is not appreciating Bhagavan. That is why he takes it on his head personally. Then he suffers. Pressure is there, anxiety is there. In Karma Yoga, efficiency is natural because there is no pressure or anxiety. Everything is done for the sake of Bhagavan. That is the question of pressure or anxiety. Just play the game of life. Don't take any pressure or anxiety. Leave them to Bhagavan. Just to do what you can do. Real efficiency is not perfection. It is the availability of the total person in that work. All your faculties, your mind, your emotion, senses, and skills, they are all available for the task at hand. That is the beauty. There is no anxiety, there is no pressure. You will be able to focus, you will be able to concentrate, you will be able to do the work at hand in an efficient manner if there is no pressure. The fact that what is available is limited is not a problem. With your limited intelligence, limited power is there. That is not a problem. Everybody in this world has got only limited powers. But that complete power, even though limited, is at your full disposal because you are using them for making an offering to Bhagwan. There is no question of your not being efficient. Impossible. Impossible. Full efficiency will come in that work. That is why when a person becomes a karma yogi, in all his work he will be efficient. Whatever be the subject, whatever be the work. Remember, it is not right to define karma yoga as efficiency in work alone. That we have seen. A pickpocket, expert pickpocket, cannot be called as karma yogi. Karma yoga is a purely a religious life. So there is no karma yoga without devotion. Adi Shankara says, Buddhi yoga is a firm resolve of the mind. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, if the end is not clear, then the ends are endless. If you are not clear about your end, the end is endless. That is why every time we are shifting the goal. And the goalpost going on getting shifted. If the end is very clear, the only project is fixing up myself so that I can understand my identity with Bhagwan. Everything has a purpose, and everything is for that purpose only. Everything has a purpose, and everything is for that purpose only. No matter what it takes, no matter how many years it takes, the resolution, the commitment is to moksha as the end. And therefore, all your karmas become yoga. Bhagavan in this verse says, keep your end goal as myself. Because you don't keep for name, fame, etc. Different goals. Keep your end goal as myself. Renounce all actions mentally to me. Practice karma yoga. Don't leave your work. Practice karma yoga. Become one whose mind is always in me. That is in all times, all work. Consider this entire Jagat, all living beings, are all Bhagwan Krishna. Naturally, you will reach Bhagwan. That is what Bhagwan Krishna says. Verse 57. Chetasa sarva karmani mayi sanyasya matparaga buddhi yogamupashitya Bhajchitta sadadam bhavam. Swami Chinmayananda's explanation we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana